thank you for clicking on my video. As you can see, the Christmas Robin jumper is on, and today I am going to be spending the whole day eating food only from the Tesco festive food range. I'm also planning to get my Christmas tree put up. I'm going to be starting with breakfast, obviously, so I couldn't find any festive drink that Tesco have brought out just for Christmas. So I am cheating a bit with my coffee, and I'm having the Nescafe Gold Cinnamon Bun Latte. In these festive food videos that I'm doing, I'm going to try and include at least one drink a day that is from their festive range. So it could be coffee, it could be hot chocolate, probably won't be alcohol, but I'll just have to see what I can find. And for the food part, I have the Wicked Kitchen apple pie flavoured porridge, which I know isn't specifically brought out for Christmas, but it's apple and cinnamon, which are festive flavours. So I'm just going to go and stick the kettle on, and I'll see you back here once the coffee and porridge are ready. So this is the cinnamon bun latte. The porridge is still in the kitchen because it has to stand for 3 minutes, but I really need my coffee, so I couldn't wait. Unusual. It definitely tastes of cinnamon. There is an odd kind of sweetness to it. I wouldn't really say it tastes like a cinnamon bun, and I don't think it's a flavour that I would get again. I do like the Nescafe Gold sachets, and I have them quite a lot. And this is the first flavour that I've tried that I've thought, I'm not really that keen on it. It's not disgusting. It is drinkable. And there is the spicy warmth that you would expect from cinnamon to it. So the porridge is definitely thickened. I'm not really a fan of these instant porridge pots. I prefer to make the porridge myself with milk, and then just add my own flavourings and fruit to it. But I wanted to try and pick things that everyone can have. So it tastes kind of bland. There are chunks of apple in it. It definitely doesn't have any sort of sweetness to it. I wouldn't say it really captures the flavour of an apple pie. As these sort of instant porridge pots go, it's not a bad one. It did cost £1, but I think that's because it's from the vegan range. One thing I will say is that there's no fill line on the inside. It's actually here on the outside. So it's a bit tricky to gauge when you've got the water level right. I do like my porridge to be fairly thick, not so thick that the spoon will stand up in it, but that kind of consistency is perfect for me. So I will be needing to drag my Christmas tree out from the back of the cupboard where I store it, and then crawl under the spare bed to drag out the boxes of decorations. I hope my fairy lights will still work. I do like to have the Christmas tree up, and especially in the dark mornings and the evenings, or afternoons as it is now when it gets dark here, it's just really nice to just have the lights on the tree. It's a very filling porridge, I will give it that. I don't think I'd have it again though. I'm really not getting any cinnamon taste at all. That's breakfast finished, so I better get started with my tasks for the day. All in all, I wasn't blown away by breakfast, but it's done the job. So I've got my robin socks on to match my robin jumper. I've only got 4 Christmas jumpers. I say only as if 4 is not actually quite a lot of Christmas jumpers. You will be seeing all of them. So, mid-morning snack time, and I have here Tesco Finest Cranberry and Orange Muffins at £1.65. It's muffins made with cranberry and orange zest, injected with an orange flavoured filling and topped with sugar pearls and red currants. I am only going to be having one of them. They're a good size. You can see the red currants. Can't see any orange filling yet. This is really delicious. It's so soft and so moist, and it's got a lovely delicate orange flavour. It's not synthetic or sickly sweet, and the red currants, yum. I'd actually be better kneeling on the floor to eat this. This is not how I usually eat muffin, and I don't know why I'm eating it differently. And I don't mean sitting on the floor. I'm eating the top first, and I normally eat the bottom and have the top last. No idea why I've suddenly just randomly started doing it differently. So the plan for today is to get the tree up before lunch and then get it decorated between lunch and dinner. Because of the effort of dragging my tree out and putting all the decorations on it, I do like to have it up for as long as possible, but I usually take it down on the 1st or 2nd of January. I'm not someone who's going to have a Christmas tree up by July next year. The sugar pearls give it a lovely crunch. I would say as muffins go, this is probably a 5. I mean, it's not as good as like the freshly baked ones that you would get from Muffin Break, but for a supermarket muffin, I wasn't 100% sure if I would like these or not, and I really do. I better go and wash my hands because I'm all sticky, and then get on with trying to put up my tree. I'll probably film it on time lapse. Usually by the time I've put it up, it looks like I have murdered a fairy because there's glitter everywhere. Right, it's time for Woman versus Christmas Tree. So, part 1 of lunch is the Tesco turkey toasty. Now, you can oven cook it for 18 minutes, or like me, you can be very lazy and pop it in the microwave for about 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm sure it would be nicer cooked in the oven. I'm tired and I've got a lot to do this afternoon, so yeah, it does mean it is soft rather than crunchy though. So this costs £2.75, but it is part of their meal deal. Really hot inside. So we have cooked turkey, bechamel sauce, sage and onion stuffing, and fried onions with cranberry sauce in a cheese-topped bread. Now, I don't like sage, but I'm hoping the taste of it won't be too strong. I'm actually going to cut this into quarters just because it's so hot. I know I've mentioned previously that there isn't really a Tesco that's near me, so I get online deliveries. There's one item that they couldn't bring that I'd wanted to have today, and that is the second part of lunch. I'd ordered the mushroom truffle crisps. This is so hot, I can hardly pick it up. And they didn't have that, so I will be having something else because luckily I did order a backup. Okay, this is so hot. I don't know if I can actually eat this. Oh, ouch. It's all right. It's not as nice as I thought it would be, and that might be because I did microwave it. I mean, it's not exactly bursting with filling. There's a hint of sage, and I can taste the cranberry, but yeah, it's nothing special. Would I get it again? No. And would I recommend it to you? No. I remembered just now that there's actually meant to be onions in this as well. Can't taste them at all. It's filling enough, but yeah, it wasn't great, to be honest. So I'd probably give it a 2 out of 5 because it was edible and it was all right. It was just, it needs more flavour and more filling. Instead of the crisps, I'm going to have Leberkuchen. I've never had them. I'll be honest, when the bag turned up, it was way bigger than I was expecting. I am not going to be eating the whole bag. So this cost me £2, and it's a selection of spiced cakes with dark chocolate icing and sprinkles. I wanted the mixed bag because I've never had them before. I hope I like them. Oh, they're big. So that's a Christmas tree. It feels like a biscuit. But it is soft inside. It's quite hard to describe the taste. I think that's a moon. It's not sweet, and it does have a sort of a warming, spicy taste to it. The sweetness comes from the icing. This one doesn't seem to have any dark chocolate, so it tastes sweeter than the last one I had. I'm not sure if that's meant to be like a bauble, snowball. I mean, I don't hate them, but I don't think I'd get them again. Hot. I think I'll make this my last one. They are getting a bit sickly. I think I would rather have had the crisps, to be honest. I better get on with doing some decorating. I do enjoy it, but I find it quite tiring and it takes me ages. I'm not OCD about where decorations go, but I do like it to look fairly balanced, even though you can never see all the way around my tree anyway, because where I put it, but that's beside the point. snack, I have 4 speculoos tarts, which I think are £3. All butter pastry with rich speculoos spiced filling, layered with spiced sponge and topped with a swirl of speculoos spiced buttercream for a sweet and subtle warmth. You'll be able to tell I don't really have a clue how I'm meant to pronounce speculoos. I say it differently every time I say it. It's disappointing to see that the cream filling doesn't go all the way. There's a little gap on each of them. It's about the size of a small mince pie, I would say. It doesn't have much of a smell to it. There's a lot of pastry and it's very dry. It does have that nice spiced speculoos flavour, and the stars on top do add a nice crunch to it. It's actually a lot sweeter. I thought when I first saw them I would probably have 2, but I actually think 1 is going to be enough, especially after those Leberkuchen, which I also can't say. Will I get them again? No. £3 is quite a lot considering the size of them and that you only get 4. And to be honest, I think I would rather just have had a normal mince pie. So, dinner, which I will admit is a bit of a strange one. These are the turkey and trimmings wrap, which I got with another lunchtime meal deal, and I've heated them in the microwave, and the chef's trio of vegetables. With most of these videos where I'm doing like 24 hours eating festive food, the dinners are going to be quite picky dinners like this. And the main reason for that is that most of the actual dinner food for Christmas is like turkey or vegan beef Wellington, you know, and it's food that's meant to feed more than one person. Again, there is sage mayonnaise in the wrap. I hope I'll like it. Let's find out. I don't think you're meant to heat it up, but because it's dinner, I wanted warm, something warm. And I could have had the toasty that I had at lunchtime at dinner and the wrap at lunch, but I just thought it was better this way around. This is really lovely. It's got spinach in it as well. It's got lots of flavour. I'll show you the other bit. You can see the turkey there. It's a nice big chunk. I'm a bit weird because, well, I think it's weird. I don't like chicken, but I like turkey. And I do like my vegetables. And yes, sprouts are my thing. I'm extremely glad now that I saved the wrap for dinner because it's so much nicer than the toasty. I don't know if I'd like the wrap as much if it was cold. I did want to try the Wicked Kitchen California wrap. I can't remember exactly what's in it, except that it sounded really good, and of course, not in stock. I'm going to go swap this plate for some dessert. So for dessert, I have the Tesco Finest Caramel Latte Pots, which are £3. Layers of smooth caramel sauce and coffee mousse topped with a layer of Belgian white chocolate shavings and hand decorated with Belgian dark chocolate shavings. I just thought this sounded like something a little bit different, and I do like coffee flavoured things. I'm that person who likes the coffee creams that they no longer have in boxes of chocolates. It's the orange creams I really cannot stand. So that's how it looks. It's not massive, considering the price. I mean, I guess £1.50. I think I've got a bit of everything. It's hard to tell. That's so nice. The first taste you get is the coffee taste, and then you get a bit of the bitterness from the dark chocolate, and then the white chocolate taste comes through with the caramel, and it's really creamy. It's lush. I mean, if you don't like coffee or coffee flavoured things, do not get this. They do have other flavours. There's an Eton Mess one. There's a ruby chocolate one, but I don't like ruby chocolate. I think there might be a chocolate orange one as well. And there's probably like a plain chocolate one, because there's almost always a plain chocolate one. This, I think, is the highlight of my day. Definitely a good note to finish on. So I'm going to go ahead and close the video here. I may well just eat that other pot as well. Until the next video. Bye.